To access RefWorks, I've logged into the university portal and then I choose the Resources tab and the Subject Research Guides link. Each of the subjects that's taught at Stirling has its own subject guide. I'm going to choose the Biology guide. And you'll see in the centre of the guide there's a list of recommended resources. These are the library databases that are useful when you're searching for journal articles. And I'm going to choose StirGate. In StirGate you can carry out very simple keyword searching from this basic search screen, but I'm going to use the advanced search screen. And the topic I was interested in is membranes of cells. So I've split it into the two main subjects, starting with the membranes idea. So I've typed MEMBREN for the membrane, but I've used the asterisk, the truncation symbol at the end, so that will find membrane, membranes, membranous, so on. Then I type OR, and this will broaden out the subject. I'm now looking for other words that authors might have used to discuss membranes. So another term for membrane is biomembranes. Again, I'm using the asterisk to truncate, and I'll say OR to put in another term, and you'll notice I'm putting lipid bilayer inside the quotation marks. So that's a phrase search. I'm looking for those two words together and in that order. The drop down menu here has select a field. If I just leave it as it is, then we're looking for those words anywhere in a record, but StirGate searches a lot of databases, so to increase the relevance of the results and reduce the number, I'm going to look for those words in the title field. So that means I'm looking in the titles of journal articles for these words and click on search. StirGate can be quite slow to work, but you'll know it's doing something. You'll see the little circle at the top in the browser. It will let you know if it's actually doing something. My first search there appears in the search history section underneath, and it shows you the number of results that I've found. I'm going to continue searching. I'll clear out my last search and now onto the second idea, which was the cell idea. So put cell with the asterisk and that will find cell or cells or cellular. Again, I'm going to limit to find the word cells in article titles and click on search. And I'll clear out that last search. In the search history section, I'm going to select each of my searches and then use search with and. Search with and means that I'm narrowing the search down, so I'm looking for both those search ideas in each of the records that I find. It shows me I found around 122,000 records. I can either click on the view results link or simply scroll down the results or further down the page. On the left hand side there's some options to refine your results, and I'm going to use the peer reviewed option. So select that. Now that means I will find only the peer reviewed articles within this set of results. And you notice that the publication date at the moment is set to go a long way back in time, so I'm going to change that date. You can either use the little scroll bar or simply type the year. I'm going to look for records from 2000 onwards and then click on update. I've now got around 27,000 results. I'm going to refine my results further, and this time I can use the subject option. So I click on the little arrow next to subject and then I'll click show more to see the full list. So this is all the different subject areas that are covered within my set of results, and I can choose to narrow to a particular subject area. So I'm going to use cytoskeleton, and you see the number in the bracket shows me how many records I'll find. So I'll click on update. I could continue refining my results further. I could use the search boxes at the top to add in another search step and combine that in with my strategy. I'm just going to stop there and look at the results. If I click on the titles, this is the article titles and the records, it takes me to the full details, and this can be useful because it includes an abstract, which is a summary of the article. The full text isn't necessarily going to be available within StirGate. You can use the Check WebBridge button to find out whether the library has access to full text or not. On the right hand side there's an Add to Folder option, and that will allow you to save the reference details. I'm going to return to my results using the result list link, and you'll see beneath each of the records there's the Add to Folder option and the Check WebBridge. So if I click on Check WebBridge, it opens a new browser tab, gives you the details of the article that I'm looking to find. If you're lucky, it will say find full text and have a link. Find this article at Science Direct. So if I click on the link to Science Direct, this is taking me to another website where the full text is. Here you can see the full article and normally what I'm looking for is a link to the PDF file or full text file. And you can see up here I've got a link to the full text PDF, and then from here I can print or save the full text article. I'm going to close this window and close these extra tabs to go back to StirGate. To save the reference details of records, I can just click on the Add to Folder option. Once I've added the references I'm interested in, at the very top of the screen there's a folder link. So the folder contains all the references I've saved from this session. Once you log out of StirGate, those references will be lost from the folder. So what I want to do is export these from StirGate into my RefWorks database. So I choose Select All, selecting all the records. Then on the right hand side you can see the option to export. In the Export Manager screen you can see I've got the option Save Citations, and I want to choose Direct Export to RefWorks, and then click on Save. So it's now exporting those across to RefWorks, and you'll see I've got the RefWorks tab opening, and I'd logged into RefWorks earlier, so this tab just opens automatically for me. I choose the View Last Imported folder. The last imported folder is just a temporary folder, so what I want to do is move these references into a folder I've created specially for this assignment. So I can select All in List and then simply drag the All in List option over to my folder, and that drops these references into there. And you can see it went from 0 references in the folder to 2 references in the folder. After I've added all the references I want for this assignment, I can generate the bibliography from that folder. If I click on the folder Library Practical and then go to Bibliography at the top and Create Bibliography, then I can choose the references to include will be the Library Practical. I'm choosing everything in that folder, All in List. I can select my output style. The one that the biology department use at the university is Journal of Ecology, and I can select the file type. I'm going to change this to Word for Windows, and then click on Create Bibliography. And at the foot of the screen here you can see there's the file that I want to open. Here's the file with my bibliography, and from here I could simply copy and paste this into my assignment. I'm going to close all these RefWorks windows and return to StirGate. To continue searching, just click on the new search option at the top here.